Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Warhorn walkthrough. This is the one. Today we are going to go find the Warhorn. We are going to use all of the 9 notes that were given to us to unlock where the artifact actually is. Now, the trick to this is that it doesn't really tell us where to look for the resting place of the Warhorn. The closest hint that I found to this was the scroll from the last episode, where the writer told us that there was an impenetrable entrance in the side of a mountain, and he had an idea of how to get in, but that would mean he would have to go into that big tower first and try and get to the end of the dungeon, which we did, and we got these black gloves from the dungeon. So if you are the exploring type and you want to find the resting place of the Warhorn yourself, I suggest you remember the etching we found on the wall of the 4 weird note symbols on each side with the gloves in the middle, and I suggest you look for a mountainous area where maybe you'll find a cave entrance. It's not marked on a map, and it hasn't really been hinted to other than that scroll. If you want to find the Warhorn now, this is where the big spoiler will start. I'm going to kickstart us on that journey. Right now I am here on the mainland map. You'll find that this area is very mountainous, and really the only location besides a hunter's hut that is marked is this home, and within the home there are 2 scrolls. The first reads, "Hidden Manuscripts. All of my most important notes and manuscripts are in that chest. I took the key with me. Please take good care of that chest. Don't let any thief even breathe on it. It's very important to me. Then, I'm leaving. Water the flowers 3 times a day, and also remember to feed my chickens. I do not know when I will be back. If I have something to say, I will send a messenger." So this person we've been following this whole time has left. Unfortunately, his chickens have died, but anyway, we will continue to the top of his tower, where there's another note. It says, "The entrance. It's been a few years since I've last written. After all the struggles I've been through on the island, I lost all willingness to write. Today I had a beautiful morning. Sipping warm tea on the balcony gave me so much energy. I have found what I wanted, and now I am calm. I have been living here a few years now. Sometimes I go to the city to buy some necessary items, and I talk to people, but most of the time I'm just taking care of the neighborhood. Every day I check whether searchers are close to the entrance. So far I haven't noticed anyone. To earn some coins, I decided to plant a small garden. I create potions and sell them to buy food." So basically, this guy has found what he's wanted, which is the Warhorn, and now he protects the Warhorn from this house. And if we continue to the 3rd floor, there's a final scroll that reads, "Normal day. There are many thieves in this area, despite the fact that there is a warrior's camp nearby. Sometimes a hunter from a nearby hut helps me. Sometimes he brings a piece of fresh venison and a bottle of wine." So if this guy found what he's looking for, you'd think we might be able to see the entrance from here, right? And sure enough, if you look up, what's up there but the entrance to some kind of dungeon. So now we are going to exit the house, and we are going to head up the mountainside and into the entrance of this dungeon that is not marked on the map, and that probably took me 3 hours to 4 maybe to find. So here we are, and as we enter we see a very familiar image, just like that of which I described on the wall at the end of a dungeon, where we have all of the symbols and then a place for your hand. If you interact with it, nothing happens. It looks like a lock in the form of a glove. So what did we just get from the very last dungeon we did? We got black gloves. So now, when we interact, it opens, and in we go. So here we are. The very final puzzle. Alright, so we see more familiar symbols around us. And we also see that they are laid out in a similar fashion, just like our weird notes. So, of course, what we're going to do is go around to each station and move these little buttons where they need to go. So the very first one we have here is the glove. So the black button needs to go just up one from the corner, and then the white needs to go 4 over from that. So, and you control this by holding down E and then using your mouse to guide the button. So 4 over, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's no way of knowing if you're correct until you're done with the whole thing. So next we have this pyramid. So the black button needs to go over 2, up 2, and the white needs to go opposite that. So over 2, up 2, and then the white needs to go into down 2. And now we have our next symbol, which is the other pyramid. The white button needs to go over 2 at the bottom, and then we'll do the black after that. I don't want to forget. Alright. And now the black button needs to go 1, 2, down 3, 2, 3, over 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, alright. Now we have the awful desert puzzle icon. So the black one needs to go down 2 over 1. Over 1. And the white button needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4, and left 1 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and left 1 of that. Now we have the frozen island symbol. The black button needs to go down 2 over 1, and then 1, 2, 3. Alright. Down 2 over 1, and then one, 2, 3. It's only, no, that's 1, 2, 3. No, I was right. That's 4. Okay. The first skull dungeon that we did, the white button needs to go down 1, and the black button needs to go down 2 and over 1 from that. So down 1, and then down 1 over 2. Is that right? Let me just double check that really quickly. Down 1, down 2 over 1. That was not right. Down 2 over 1. There we go. Now the gravity puzzle symbol. White button top right, black button 1, 2, 3, and 2. Okay. And all the way over. And the light mirror puzzle icon. Black button all the way to the left, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All the way to the left. And the very last is the light puzzle. So the white button goes all the way to the right. And the black button goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And we see the stairs open up to a chamber below. so we take them down. And here we are. This is dark metal, and this is a note, black armor. Don't be afraid to use this metal to create the strongest armor in the history. You deserve it. So that's pretty neat. This, if you step on, closes the stairs, I assume. And if we continue all the way down, we see the Warhorn resting in front of us. And we see a portal. And a cutscene. To be continued. So that was my Warhorn walkthrough. I really hope you enjoyed that. Really excited that this is a to be continued kind of situation. I hope you enjoyed finding the Warhorn, and I really hope this helped you. So that's it for me in the Warhorn for a little while. I'll probably do some guides on basic things. Maybe some odds and ends that I found around the world that might be of interest to people. And now that you have your dark metal pieces, you can take them to your armor smith in your village, and you can craft all of the pieces of black armor. So while he crafts that, I'm gonna go sell some things and talk for a second about the game. That was the first part of the story. As I said, there is a to be continued note at the very end, so I'm pretty sure the devs are going to be adding some more onto this. Speaking of the devs, they are very active, always improving things, always fixing bugs, and they've already created a list of features that they would like to add. So just because this part of the story is over does not mean the story of the Warhorn is completely done. Definitely keep an eye on the game in the next few months. I think there's going to be a few pretty big updates soon, and I really cannot tell you how much I enjoyed playing through this game, figuring things out for myself, especially the very last part. That felt good. So here we have our whole black armor set. So let's put this puppy on. And I think we end up looking just like the Black Knight. Oh, we already have the gloves. But we end up looking just like the Black Knight that we fought in the dungeon. So let's take a look at this. Oh, it looks pretty good. So for now, that's going to do it for me in the Warhorn. In a week or two, I might post some videos about mysterious happenings in the Warhorn, or curiosities, oddities, Easter eggs, things like that. But for now, I'm just going to leave you to enjoy the game. I really hope this walkthrough series helped you get through the bulk of it. There's still a lot to do in the game. Collecting unique loot sets, PvPing if you have friends to PvP with, and of course looking forward to the updated features that are going to be added soon, including summoning, kind of like necromancy, owning pigs and cattle, as well as new islands and new puzzles to look forward to as well. So with that, I'm going to end this video, and I will see you guys in the next one, whatever that may be.